AI has become extremely popular and has grown in its ability dangerously quick in the last 2 or 3 years. In 2023, we got this AI video of Will Smith eating spaghetti, which at the time we can all admit was pretty cool. Now, only a year later, we have this video, and this video. Oh, and this one. Oh, these look really cool. Who filmed it? Turns out it's purely AI generated. How far have we come in literally just 1 year? Now, what does this mean for photography and cinematography if with AI, you can create any sort of photo or video in the comfort of your own home? Well, in today's video, I think you'd actually be quite surprised in my opinion on AI and what it has for us in the coming years. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, my name is Joe, welcome to the Genius of Joe, and today we'll be discussing AI. AI specifically in filmmaking and photography. Has it gone too far? Will it take our jobs? This is definitely a controversial topic as there's a lot of conflicting opinions out there, right? People going to the extreme extent and saying, what's the point of taking photos anymore when you can just take them with AI at home? Which I don't blame them for saying, as there's literally Instagram accounts out there that are dedicated to creating AI generated content. Is AI good for photography? What the fuck? Another train. Is AI good for photography? Well, the long answer is yes and no. What do I mean by this? Well, AI on the topic of photography and filmmaking isn't just fully AI generated videos and photos. It's also the things that you see in the software, especially in Adobe in the last year or so. They've implemented a lot of AI technology within their software. Instead of AI fully generating our photos and videos, we use it to help speed up our editing process for videos that we actually created and produced. And for the most part, I think this is an incredible thing for filmmakers and photographers. For example, I mainly use Lightroom Classic when it comes to Adobe to obviously edit my photos. There's features like denoise, not just manual denoise, but there's AI denoise where you can literally get rid of all the noise within your photos and still make it look usable at the end of it. This is great for when you're shooting in an extremely dim area where you have to bump your ISO to uncomfortable amounts. Like for example, I've done a lot of photography for musical gigs around my city, and for the most part, in almost every single venue, the places are awfully lit. The lighting is dog shit and it's not good for photos at all. There is one venue in particular which was purely lit by this dim red light as if it was like a dark room, right? Have you seen like a dark room when you do all the prints and everything? It literally looked like that, but in a venue. I think when I did the photos at the time, when I was actually doing the venue, I didn't even know that this feature existed, of this denoise feature. So when I found out you could denoise the photos, it was amazing. I was shooting at about 10,000 plus ISO just to get some information in the photos. And then during post, when I was exporting all the photos into Lightroom, I looked at them and no surprise, they were all super noisy and muddy. I use the Canon R6, which is only a 20 megapixel sensor, so it's quite good in low light and at high ISOs, but still there was a lot of noise. But with this denoise feature, I was able to get rid of 85+% of the noise without it looking like AI generated and looking kind of artificial. And then guess what? The photos were usable. People posted them online, I pop them up on the screen. They're usable photos. They were extremely noisy, like crazy noise. Some of the photos you can definitely see, it looks a bit weird, it looks kind of like a painting, it looks kind of like weird looking, but I think that's much better than having like a super noisy image where it looks like shit, basically. I was able to deliver some decent looking photos all because of AI. Another feature that Adobe and Lightroom are currently in beta with is this thing of shifting the focus in the image. With this feature, you can literally change the focus of the photo in post. That is insane. It's great if you just miss the mark on some photos. You know, sometimes you take photos and you get out of focus slightly. It's great for that. You can just quickly shift it and it will look great. Now, I'm not promoting lazy photography and that you should rely on AI to fix your bad photos, but it's a great thing to have in your arsenal when you're in a situation that you can't control and you have something like I said before, with the dimly lit area where you literally have to shoot in 10,000 plus ISO. It's great for those situations. But on the topic of fully generated AI content, I think I could not agree more that it should be gone or at least regulated. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, these photography Instagram accounts who post AI generated photos and that tag themselves as photographers, sometimes they may not even mention that they use AI to create their photos, they piss me off the most. And it's crazy how somehow there's people out there that follow and like their content and support it when it's not real. If you have a good eye for it, you're gonna tell it's AI. It looks a bit too artificial, right? It looks a bit too perfect. But me, I just try to avoid it the most part. I don't let it affect me. If I see it on my Instagram feed, I just block them, right? It's not a big deal. Because at the end of the day, it's not their real work. So why do I wanna support someone who all they do is sit at home and type a prompt and their photo comes up? Come on. And when it's AI generated, the photos just don't hit the same. There's no meaning, there's nothing behind those photos. There's no story. Okay, you might think, okay, let's think about this, right? There's two beautiful landscape photos. They're both the exact same photo. One is AI generated, one was created by a real person, one was shot by a real person, real photographer. But they were both created in completely different ways. Let's say the landscapes are this beautiful landscape of a sunrise in the city, in New York City or something, right? For the real photo, that photographer had to wake up early to obviously catch the sunrise, pack up and set up their camera gear, and with their years of experience and knowledge, know the perfect composition and timing and exposure and when to take the photo. While with the AI photo, it's just some cretin in his basement typing some prompts to get the photo. The real photo just has much more of a story behind it, and it just hits different compared to an AI photo. There's no knowledge or skill needed to create an AI image. You're just typing prompts, like I said, you're just typing some prompts and you're just using the you're just like, yeah, you kind of know how the algorithm works to get the perfect photo in terms of the prompts, but there's no skill in that. You have no talent, there's no talent in that. Yeah, the photos look cool, but at the end of the day, why are we awarding these talentless people with likes and traction online? I think now, I believe Instagram are adding, I don't know about other social medias, but I know Instagram are adding prompts and warnings to photos that are AI generated by literally saying, oh yeah, this is AI generated. I saw this recently on a certain post. It literally said, oh yeah, this is AI generated. So there you go. So I think that's good at regulating it, but obviously at the end of the day, that feature isn't gonna stop those people from posting. And if I was you, if I saw that content, I would personally just block them. But at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want, obviously, but I would block them. But overall, I do like the use of AI when it comes to like the editing process of my photos and videos. It makes some certain things more convenient and it speeds up my process without it taking away the skills that I use, that I have. Now, should you be scared of AI? I don't think so, but if you take really bland, same looking photos, you probably should be scared because you have no style, you have no uniqueness, you have no character in your work. As the only thing that's distinguishing us from AI is our personality, is our character, is our story. On this channel, I always try to encourage you to take, in terms of photography, to take very unique looking photos of the outfits, with the lighting, go against the norm. So this is an AI is literally another incentive to do that. Because now if you do that, AI is less likely to take away your job and to take the exact same photos that you take. Anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. What's your opinions on AI? Do you think it's good or bad? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think AI generated content is actually good? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.